Okay, so huge news broke yesterday, and that was Tesla may be doing a share split or a stock split because they may want to pay a dividend. This is huge news because I own Tesla. I've been pushing Tesla for a while because I absolutely love the stock. And I'm not even a growth style investor, as in somebody who stereotypically would invest in Tesla. I am a dividend investor. I like stocks that are like blue chips, stocks that tend to not do much, are boring, and pay me to own them. So why would I really like and love Tesla? It's because I love their cars. I absolutely love them, and this is huge news. Let's check it out. Okay, so this is news that did break yesterday. Tesla wants to split its stock so it can pay a stock dividend, and the shares gained huge. So Tesla shares were up over 6% yesterday, and they're up again today from what I've been seeing so far. However, they have dipped after the market opened. I'm just looking at it right now. It's down $17, but whatever. That's only 1.5%, considering it was up huge yesterday. The last time the company split its shares, they did a 5-for-1 split, and that was August 31st, 2020. So quite a few years ago, it seems like, because, of course, what's been happening in the entire world. So why would Tesla really be actually looking to, of course, pay a dividend? We know that they are a car company, and car companies generally pay some kind of a dividend. However, I think that it could potentially be eventually, maybe not right at first, but eventually, I think that Tesla could pay a higher dividend than a traditional GM or even Ford. And the reason being is because their profit margins are much larger than the traditional automakers, which means that they could potentially pay a larger dividend. And when we look at the stock, yeah, that's why I was saying it was up today, because pre-market it was up $16 and now it's down $12 as of the time I'm actually recording this video. I'm looking literally at the ticker right now while I'm recording this video. So volume is huge, as we know. Obviously, the volume is going to be massive today, and yesterday, it's pre-market, it's already hit 34 million shares. So, like, this is a stock that is going to be moving a lot today, whether it's going to be to the upside or the downside. It's currently down $14 right now. And the PE ratio is just massive. Like, value investors would look at this and say, oh, the stock's going to go down. And they've been literally saying that for a very long time. However, the one thing that does kind of sort of scare me is this, what's kind of happened recently. So if you ever read the charts and you kind of go by what the charts are doing, you kind of see a pattern usually, and at this time the pattern is that should have actually bounced off that point. However, it didn't. It fell below, and that happens occasionally, but it is kind of scary when that happens. Whenever it breaks a pattern, that is usually a scary point. However, it did get close to a double bottom at this point, so there is a rebound that will happen, of course, and did happen. This chart's just not showing it yet because it literally just happened. And currently it's sitting somewhere around there, which means that it's jumped like that over the past day. Will it hit this point again? Probably. It's currently down $12.34 at the time of literally talking right now. But what are their financials like? And this is the part that I really like to look at and why I say that this is a fantastic stock. They've had 4 beats in a row. They've had 2 years where they've been profitable. 2021 being crazy. They almost doubled their revenue. Almost. Not quite, but almost. And they well more than doubled their actual earnings. The earnings is, of course, their profit. And when it comes to their profit, their earnings is what's been pushing their ability to make new products. Now, yes, there is a massive push against Tesla when it comes to the government. Musk doesn't like who's in power, and the person who's in power doesn't like Musk. So, will there be downside pressure from the government? Possibly. I doubt it, though, because the government is heavily investing into infrastructure. They want to pass these bills where it just prints money like there is no tomorrow, and they're going to be pushing green technology and green energy. What does that really mean for us? Well, of course, Tesla makes electric cars. And a lot of people who are, of course, bears against the company say, oh, they're just a car company, they only make cars. But guess what? They make more than cars. They also make the Model S, obviously, and the Plaid version, which is just ridiculously fast. And by the way, that's like one of my dream cars. I have 3 dream cars from the same company. This is the Model X, also comes in the Plaid Edition, which is also super fast, but that's not one of my dream cars. They also have the Model Y, and of course, if you spell that out, that actually spells somewhat kind of sexy. And what I mean by that is that's not an E because Ford tried to sue them. They also have the solar roof, which of course makes your house look a lot more pretty than instead of having those darn solar panels that just make it kind of ugly to people who care. They also have solar panels, and they're actually kind of thin and don't look all that ugly, but either way, you can go either route. You can go solar roof or you can go solar panels. It don't matter. They also have those batteries, but I'll talk about those later. They also have commercial energy. This is a massive portion as to why I love this company. I've talked about anyways, Enbridge. Enbridge, yes, they are an oil company. They do oil pipelines, but they are investing heavily as well into green technology, as in solar panel farms, wind farms, power distribution, because that is the future. Oil is not going to be here forever, and we're not going to be using oil forever, which means that we need power from somewhere, and this is the somewhere it's going to come from, whether you like it or not. And because of that, commercial power, commercial energy is highly profitable for pretty much any company, because you're at that point dealing with the government. You can charge the government whatever you want. They currently have 10 plus gigawatt hours deployed storage, 1,000 plus industrial sites in operation, and over 50 countries that have industrial installed. Massive, amazing port right there. Obviously, they produce the energy, they also have the storage, and they also the ability to monitor. They have their own proprietary software, which of course they would license out. They can then, the government or the power company can then monitor, or even the commercial industry can then monitor how much power they need, how much power they have, and how much power they need to distribute, which is of course amazing. I'm a tech guy. I love tech. Seeing charts just draws my eyes. I don't know what it is. I like that. Because of this, because of their ability to have these battery-powered stations, they can produce energy from solar in the daytime, store it, and then, of course, use it at nighttime, which increases the savings for the company. Of course, by peak shaving, load shifting, demand response, backup power, batteries, and of course, many, many other things. This is not just a car company. They also have a ridiculous amount of charging stations, and by the way, they sell a subscription service, which is what everyone chases right now. That is literally why Apple had a massive spike a few years ago when I used to work for a tech company, because they went to, oh wow, iCloud subscriptions are going huge. Apple Music is going huge. That's a subscription service. People forget about those and they keep on paying for the next 100,000 years. Guess what? That's an amazing business to be in. Guess what? Tesla does that too. They have over 30,000 superchargers globally, 4,500 destination charging sites, that's the ones at hotels, and you can also charge at home, which would be an obvious. They also have the power wall. The reason for that is, of course, you can use your solar panels or your solar roof to be able to store electricity so that you can still power your car when there is a lightning storm and you lose power. For example, if you live in Stony Creek and you lose power at least once a month. And you can also monitor when you're using electricity. So for example, the other bonus to this is you can actually charge, as we can see here, charge from the grid your battery. And then for example, at nighttime, you can power your battery up from the grid. And then during the daytime, for example, if you live in some areas of California or most of California, or pretty much all of Ontario, we have these darn stupid, in my opinion, power electricity things on our wall outside that basically monitor when we use the electricity. So they're called smart monitors. And if we use them, for example, right now, powering all the lights that are around me, I'm spending double or triple the amount of money than if I was to actually record these videos at nighttime when it's darker out. So, yeah, that just makes it cheaper. I can load up my battery at nighttime and then use it during the daytime so that I don't pay 3 times the amount of money for my electricity. Also, they have the Roadster someday, some year, maybe 20,000 years into the future. I don't know. They keep on delaying it, but of course, I do have empathy because of the virus that's happening right now. But this is one of my dream cars. It's fast, it's super fast, and I want it. Top speed is 250 miles an hour. I would probably never reach that unless I wanted to go to jail. And 0 to 60 in 1.9 seconds, which I would probably test that every time I drive it. It's also 8.8 seconds for the quarter mile, which is ungodly fast. It's ridiculous, and I want it. I'm not gonna lie, it looks cool. Cybertruck is the other vehicle that they have coming out into the future, and the thing with the Cybertruck is I also want it. I want it because people who like traditional pickup trucks hate it, and I like pickup trucks. I like the Ford F-150. I like the Ford F-150 Lightning or electric thing. However, I want the Cybertruck because of two reasons. One, it looks stupid. And for two, it has the ability to go stupid fast. And also, I guess there's three reasons, but it can apparently stop a bullet. So if I get somebody mad at me and they try to shoot me with my windows closed, I won't get hit by the bullet. However, if they throw a steel ball at me, they can break my window. It actually has the same steel that they use in the Starship for SpaceX, so that's also kind of a cool little feature that they have in this too. So this is why Tesla's stock price has been going through the roof or to the moon. And of course, this is why it's not just a car company. This is why I absolutely love this business, this company in general. Elon Musk is like one of my heroes. Currently, the stock price is now only down today, $8.52, but again, it was up a ton yesterday. And if they start paying a dividend, yes, there's going to be some people who say, oh, well, now they're paying a dividend. Now they're paying a dividend. They're not going to have as much stock growth. If they can keep their dividend on the lower end of the side, it will be pretty good. And I also kind of think that they'll probably put a dividend on there because obviously the news articles sometimes will be right, but the main reason why I think that this is going to be a thing for Elon Musk is so that he gets paid a dividend because he has a ton of shares on it. And then he has to start paying taxes on those dividends just to basically shut up the government. Democrat Warren or whatever keeps on saying, oh, he's never paid taxes, even though he paid $11 billion in taxes last year. But either way, probably that's why, so that he can get some income just to basically shut up the government. Anyways, I hope that you've enjoyed today's video. If you have, hit the like button, subscribe, and I'll see you guys again next time.